lot in the way to slow NaVi down here when it comes to the site, but I tell you what, nothing's going to slow that nade down. It doesn't matter that you don't bring Sledge, there's other people with nades, and Kendrew feeling the full force of Iana's nades there as Doki finds the vertical kill to open things up.
Kill onto old teammate in Kendra, of course, used to be on this lineup for NaVi, but Doki, he's having a 14-0 or a 0-14 day, and with how this is starting, well, it's looking like a 14-0-1. Finds himself a triple kill in the first round, cutting through Secret like they were paper. Nate to secure the last, and a flawless round coming through, albeit a disconnect coming in along the way.
Breach open, and this is going well, Des. They're only a minute and a half into the round, and they're making excellent progress on towards Master and Office. The shield in front of us, I was just going to say, needs to get cleared out. In comes the Rotero drone. Doki takes bullets, and it doesn't matter, Des. You just can't stop the man. He is an absolutely unstoppable force when he gets going, and that's 3-6 in 2 rounds, and you just start looking at this thinking, this is a Doki day. That's 4, surely not. Round 2 could be an ace here. He's on low health. He's looking to aggress towards the bathroom window. The plant is going down. NaVi, they know exactly what needs to be done here, and they're not going to sit by and wait for Doki to find this final kill. That's going to be activated, and it's all up to Gomfi, 1 versus 5.
Now they know where he is as well. Can't imagine they want to donate this one over. There are 3 of them setting up for the cross angles, and sure enough, Saves will lock it down. But another flawless round coming out of NaVi, and a Doki multi-kill this time around the 4K. NaVi have now got to pick up the pace.
Keenan's going to take a little bit of damage, but he's not going to retire all the way back to site yet. Just dropping himself into Library and holding on to that for the time being. Quite an important position, Library. Vertical above the site. There is some soft floor angles that can be used, so they certainly won't want to give it up without a fight, and they haven't. Kendrew drops back down. Keenan will remain up there for the time being to continue fighting. There's going to be a kill coming in from Sleben onto Nath, so fortunately for NaVi, it's actually secretly that's got the diffuser in hand, so that is not in no man's hand, and that's an absolute freebie for Blur onto Gomfi there.
Was just counting on no one pushing their way down the stairs, but finally Blur will be stopped in his tracks. The Terminator falls as Kendrew also falls in at the same time, secretly to close things out. 3 rounds on the bounce for NaVi, and that round looked a little... Donated Doki a bunch of kills, as we commented on, enough to let NaVi know they're there, but not getting hyper-aggressive, and that's a good opening kill coming in for Keenan.
Taking down Doki, and that is exactly what they needed. Blur manages to find one onto Kendrew, however, to level things up, and he's putting those few hit points that he has left to great use, but that will be the end of them as Keenan finds the kill, but saves them secretly at the same time. Get in, and how many times have we seen this to go? Packbull and Gomfi forced all the way back into dining, and that is going to be Packbull picked up, and the Toxic Babe canisters go with him, allowing secretly to think about a plant, but Nath, he finds the vertical angle that he'd opened up seconds earlier and shuts down Team Secret in round 4. So going to head all the way back towards Master Door. He's going to look to deploy those Toxic Babe canisters from range, but it's secretly getting in with the kill onto Sleben, and that leaves just Packbull and Keenan with 56 seconds to kill. There is an age on the clock for NaVi.
It's just the fact that even when it's down to the backline of secretly being your support player, still stepping up and picking up 4 kills so far in the game. It's ludicrous. Like, from start to finish, you're just seeing the kills raining through, secretly planting it just inside the breach here rather than under the half wall. That's how confident they are, and now you get a much wider view range of that diffuser and much easier time of denying Secret getting away with Disable.
It's a trade-off, you know, you're under much less cover, it's much more dangerous, but in a 4v2 with NaVi hitting shots like this, as you say, feeling confident in their ability to do it, Blur almost misses his shots as Packbull sprints past faster than I think he planned on, but manages to find them nonetheless. Nath will pick up the last man, and that is going to be Keenan downed, and Team Secret struggling to find one in the first 5 rounds. Even that with aplomb there as he manages to find the Scotsman and take him out of the round. 4 versus 4 now, as Secret managed to get a bit of momentum inside of the round, but Blur, he puts a halt to that as he finds a kill onto Sleben, trading out what Packbull had already done and keeping us at 3-3 in the round.
I just find it ludicrous that with Blur, you can stick him on a more defensive role like a Maverick and he'll still do all the work you need him to and some more. Gomfi down to about 60 HP, a couple more bullets will be enough trying to get the flank off, and Blur is playing a bit of a ring around the roses with him. Blur's now left in the 1 versus 2, no diffuser in hand, only 45 seconds.
The same opportunity to set his feet. Going to take that default cam out. Can he win this? Yes, finds the headshot. 1v1. There's 15 seconds left to go. Surely he knows where the last man is. He's going to be in split all day long. I don't know if he's got time to get this diffuser or to go for the challenge. He's going to try, but unless the hatch is open, there's absolutely no chance. It is not. He's not going to be dropping into sight, and that is going to be the round over for Blur, as he doesn't have enough. The time he needs to get the diffuser.
Utility.
An awful lot as now an explosive charge comes in from the Zafira as well and still doesn't finish. Saves off and he gets the kill. Headshot onto Sleben through the reverse vertical angle. Nath manages to find Packbull and all of a sudden NaVi are in a 5v3 and they just exploded into round 7.
The UAE definitely isn't.
There, just so well played on Solar. I cannot shout about that enough. Kendrew coming up the stairs, chooses not to take the default cam because he wanted to have exactly that response. The surprise onto Blur that finds him the kill. Secretly finds one. Kendrew manages to get himself a second onto saves, but probably too little too late. 10 seconds left to go. 1 versus 3. Shut down by Doki in the bathroom. That's going to be NaVi putting themselves onto match point. 6-1.
Here from the north side, you still got Nath at the top of library. Patbull on the downstairs looking to make a plan happen. I don't think they know that Blur's got back here. He could play spoiler if they're not careful.
He really could, and that's exactly what he's waiting to do. He sees the man completely unaware. Blur gets one at the same time. It's actually, Secretly who gets one downstairs. Blur locks it up, and that's going to be 2 versus 2. And as you say, just playing spoiler, the ping comes out as well as the alibi decoy is shot at. Blur, he's just going to get himself back to sight. 7 seconds left to go. Smart play from NaVi. Packbull gets 1v2. Gomfi finishes it in the nick of time. Secret managed to put a second round on the board. And NaVi, I'm guessing they'll give somewhere else a try. Effectively, we will tell in time as to whether they know. Blur just keeping himself stock still for a couple of seconds while that E1D scan passes. Gomfi with a nade on to saves. So they really are going to need some saving here. Nath with a naughty shot onto the head of Packbull there on the vertical angle. Shutting the man down 3 versus 4 and just keeping NaVi in touch. Now secretly looking to move upstairs. Blur as well manages to make a challenge but shut down by Sleben at the top of library stairs. Reads him a story and tucks him in for the night there as Nath gets downed, and then it's now 4 versus 1, 4 versus none as Kendrew, Sleben, they finish things off, and that's going to be Secret finding another
for
one.
a few seconds. And now Kendrew's in a great spot. He can try and go for a plant here if he wants, but it looks like kills might be the name of the game. Does he know about the man coming up on the window? If he doesn't, this could be a nasty bite back. There's 2 or 3 of NaVi members playing here, but it's a triple coming out for Kendrew as the players all around Piano get slaughtered down. And Secret have gone past the breaking point, Ace. They've won the Master and Office attack. And now you wonder, which way does this game
get
go?
Themselves a couple of kills with 2 minutes in and still 5 versus 5, and that just tells you how tentative this is becoming. NaVi not wanting to over-aggress, overextend, but Gomfi, Sleben double down 1 apiece. Fine saves and Blur. Packbull moves in at the exact moment to get the diffuser down successfully. The Nitro it finds a kill, but essentially is too slow for what it was intended for, and that was to stop the plant going down. Doki finds 1, but Sleben manages to trade it out, and that plant is right on the threshold again, Des. Such a defensible position, and that's exactly what Team Secret are doing. They're going to take us to 12, Des. They're going to find this. It's 1 versus 3. Nath, he manages to find 1 of the 3, but hear that diffuser with the man on the rappel, and there come the shots from Kendrew on a very smart upside down rappel on the balcony, holding a tight angle, and Team Secret, they've brought it back, and we're going to 12 days. To there on single door, but couldn't move back through the smoke. I assume he was right at the front edge of the cloud, but secretly he's going to finish that one off. Keenan manages to find the trade, but 4 versus 2, and NaVi just looking to bunker down now. I think Kendrew pushing in, but very, very low health. He's on a bulletproof cam. They know his position. Doki with a 3rd. But all of a sudden it's a 1v2. It's Nath who manages to finish it, but you wouldn't have put it past Team Secret for a second there to bring that one back. You got to give them a round of applause because they played a fantastic game and they made what looked like a run over, an entertaining, competitive match. Well played Team Secret, but it's NaVi who take the result 7-5.